diesel kan? Iya. Barong. Iya, berarti pakai solar musuh dong. Enggak.
Oke, temuin Jian. Oke, siap. Kita dapat clinch. Kemarin gacha cuy.
Yes, good work. We'll go with this setup. Hey, Jean! We're here! Honorary Knight, Paimon, welcome back. Did you have a good time in Alice's magic bubble? Yeah, it was so cool! Paimon's looking forward to getting back in there tomorrow. I'll be sure not to spoil it then. I imagine you might be interested in what went into the preparation. I loved the idea when Alice brought it up, but I knew it would take a great deal of reenact. Luckily, Venti, or rather, Lord Barbados, agreed to help. After that, I opened up recruitment to the people of Mondstadt. Countless volunteers jumped at the chance to reenact your stories, Honorary Knight. It took me 2 days just to read through all the applications. A lot of people have gotten involved, and that includes quite a few familiar faces as well. Are you one of them? Yes, according to Alice, I'm one of the leading ladies. Yeah, there are other activities here too, right? Well, such are the duties of the acting Grandmaster. I'm used to it. For those of us who have been holding down the fort, so to speak, the Grandmaster contacted me and said not to organize a grand reception on their behalf, and I'm sure the team will be exhausted upon returning, and making a big fuss might just tire them out further. I'm sensing a butt in there somewhere. Don't have bark. Yes, well, those of us here in Mondstadt have been awaiting their return for a long time. Resuming normal life after such a long expedition will be quite an adjustment. An official welcome might help them feel at home and reacclimate to life here. Not to mention, it's a chance for the people to show them no matter how long we've been apart, we're still family. Yes, absolutely. And I don't know, perhaps I am overstepping. I just hope the Grandmaster isn't too upset. So, besides the whole bubble thing, what have you got planned? Here, I'll show you. First, this is an arena we've set up to showcase Favonius blade work. The cavalry company is in charge of this one. I'm sure there will be some exciting sparring sessions. Ooh, that means we'll get to see Kaya on stage! That's right. Compared to me, he's much better at keeping things interesting, even when the subject matter is quite serious. You're as modest as ever, Hajin. Over here, we're running a wind glider speed shooting event. It's not hard to guess who's in charge of this one, I'm sure. Yes, her gliding skills are top-notch, and she's quite creative when it comes to event design. Be sure to check it out when the time comes. There's also a booth that will serve as a reception area, where people can relax and chat with each other. A few simple... Hertha is in charge of the drink stall, but we're still working on the menu.
Well, the more alcohol options, the better, I think. The expedition team likes the strong stuff.
Fair point. Huh?
What's with that face?
Grandmaster, you're back? Has the entire team returned as well? Apologies, we're not quite done with the preparations, but I assure you, it's limited to what you see here. We're exercising the utmost restraint.
Hey. Relax, Gene, relax. No need to get all formal with me. I split from the group to make it back first. Pretend I'm not even here. Besides, I knew you'd want to surprise us, no matter what I said.
Oh, I see.
If I didn't tell you to put on the brakes, I knew you'd go full throttle and start planning the next Ludi Harpastum or Windbloom Festival. You put so much pressure on yourself.
Oh, ini yang
Diving
disebut
head first into the
Grandmaster
deep end
itu
without thinking
ternyata
about
si
how much is on
Parka.
your plate. I just didn't want you to overwork yourself, that's all.
Kirain, cuy.
Oh, wow! That's actually really nice of you.
Well, looking out for my fellow knights comes with a job. As for the event, food, drink, and fun in spades without too much pomp and circumstance. Yeah, just like a Mondstadt festival should be.
That's far too kind, Grandmaster. But, thank you.
I mean it, you know? Just trust my judgment. Anyway, you two got a sec? Now that I'm finally back in my old stomping grounds, let me treat you to a meal. I'll even introduce you to the Good Hunter's secret menu.
Oh, nice!
Venti.
Paimon's never heard of that before.
What's wrong? Not hungry?
Actually, Grandmaster, there's a few things I'd love for you to look over. Since you seem to have some time to spare, perhaps we could go back to headquarters first.
Hang on. You know this is just a pit stop, right? There's not going to be time for me to take over the whole...
Of course. Still, you are the Grandmaster.
Oh, you have no idea what this means. I'll be trapped in the office until tomorrow morning.
It's not that dramatic. If we make haste, we'll finish before dawn. As much as Paimon wants to check out that secret menu, you should at least do some work now that you're back.
All right. Oh, let's go. Guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, oke, udah selesai. Ya, setengah cuy doang lagi nih. Apakah kita terima? Aduh. Oh, mangga. Oh, ini event. Oke, siapa dulu? Ini dulu ya. Oke. Lisa dulu dah. Ini Ember, ini Keia. Bertempur cuy. Oke, dapat 20. Apa nih? Ketemu Keia. Keianya mana? Oh, ini. Tarungan cuy. Beuh. Wadah, ini dulu. Uish. Marka Durin. Lina Flins. Coba. Gile ada event kayak gini cuy. Gue masih stuck di Farka cuy. Gile. Kita coba dulu dah. Perang-perangan dulu nih cok. Belum nyampe sini cuy gue questnya.
Stay back!
Let the world collide!
The long sleep beckons. Be silent. Life!
Apa ini, Cuk? Oh, gini. Dua kali.
The story has only just begun! Beware the creatures of the night. Observe. Close your eyes. The story has only just begun! Watch out! Observe.
Oke, menang bintang 1. Dapat sekar lumayan. Level yang lebih tinggi.
The long sleep beckons. Be silent. The story has only just begun! Watch out!
Soar new things! Let my name echo in song!
Charge! Burn! The story has only just begun! Leave it to me! Are you quite finished? Beware the creatures of the night.
Time to shine! Yoo-hoo!
Woi.
This is trouble!
Kenapa ya? Ada?
Stop that!
Hah?
Stay back! Okay! New life!
Oke.
Hurry it, creeping in!
Oh,
Burn!
yang 3 lagi jalan.
Close your eyes.
Apa sih?
Lu udah nggak usah batal.
Kenapa sih?
Kamu lebih suka main.
Apa emang?
Kesana kalian beli coklat, tos, satu manca, 2 cino, tambah susu satu. Oke lah, boleh duit. Coba 15.000 lu kembali tuh. 7,5. Oke, bawa 12.000. Jangan yang baru-baru, yang jelek.
Ntar ya. Ntar ya.
Bawa yang jelek. Bawa yang jelek. Order 12.000 kayaknya kembali itu. Matcha, coklat. Matcha, coklat, cappuccino ya. Kamu mau ditransfer kemana? Mau transfer ibu?
Oke.
GoPay aja. Order 12.000. Kayaknya sih nggak nyampe 12.000. Itu 3.000 kayaknya. Ini 11-nya. GoPay lagi satu aja GoPay. Karena ini ambil 2.000 aja. Kalau nggak ini 2.000. GoPay lagi. Satu kurang. Ya nanti kirim ke bapak. Banyak kan ini. Beli apa? Terus? Es batu enggak, es batu ada coklat, matcha, 3 macam, coklat, matcha, cappuccino, ada di dalam itu. Sama itu, susu saset putih. Nanti ditransfer ya.
Iya. Nu. Wish, ini dong. Oke.
Observe. Okay! Light!
Lanjut lagi, guys.
The long sleep phase. Close your eyes. Be silent. To dust.
Let my name echo in song.
The story has only just begun. Thunder!
Oke, 148. Faresa, Flynn, Surina, Jongli. Nut.
Order guide you.
Kok gini sih?
You want to stand down? It's just 6 o'clock.
Weh, jangan di sini dah.
Observe. Close your eyes.
How dare you? Time to shine.
This is order. Solidify. Beware the creatures of the night. Observe. Close your eyes.
Yeah, look out below. Yeah, maximum power.
Order guide you.
Strike a pose.
Observe. Be silent. Close your eyes.
Headbutt. Hut. Hit. Yeah.
I will have order. Crumble. Be silent. This is order. Stabilize. Observe.
Oke, menang lagi. Tapi belum dapat primo kita. Tuh, dia harus levelnya normal cuy. Mungkin normal dulu kali ya semuanya. Coba normal lagi. Kalau normal lebih gampang.
is order.
You want to stand down! Hero incoming! Charge! Yeah! Let my name echo in song!
Order guide you. Stabilize. The long sleep beckons. Observe. Be silent. Fear the dark.
One fell swoop! It's justice o'clock! Hero incoming! Yeah!
This is order.
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide!
Observe. Order guide you. The night cometh.
Antenna! Grant me strike! Hero incoming! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
I will have order. Quake.
Let my name echo in song! Strike a pose!
Be silent.
Belum sih dapat aja dulu semua. Bye.
Beware the creatures of the night. Observe. Let the mighty be humble. Order guide you.
Divine light, shield them! Without further ado!
I will have order. Stabilize. Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls. The time's beckon. Silence.
The sky's clear, the gleam's moon shine! Be friends!
Order guide you. Be sanctified. Observe. Close your eyes. Bounce.
Divine light, shield them!
I will have order. The night cometh. The tides beckon.
Without further ado!
kok nggak ada, ini doang mas, ini doang. Bakal nggak pakai itu ya.
Be silent. Observe. This is order. Rise. The night cometh. Be silent.
Time to shine!
Beware the creatures of the night. I will have order. The long sleep beckons. Close your eyes. This is order. Stabilize.
Mine to wield. Let my name echo in song!
I will have order. Beware the creatures of the night. Be silent.
Mine to wield.
This is order.
Strike a pose!
Nah, tuh dapet cuy satu. Berarti yang sisanya yang ini nih 2.
Tiga. Katanya udah transfer ke GoPay, kamu ada nggak?
Oh guys, kita lanjut lagi teman-teman. Casa terus Flins. Ini sama Cecep dah coba. Cecep bersama Cecep. Kita harus ke tempat yang ada sing-singnya itu teman-teman, yang masih mode yang kayak di WL baru itu teman-teman, baru kita dapat bintang.
Steady now.
Hold on to your hats.
Wih, mati. Itu belum dapat bintang tapi. Lah ini Flins gue udah ada woi. Flins terus New Village, Yongli, Furina, waduh. Apa gue pakai Flins terus ya? Harusnya jangan dong.
The long sleep beckons. Observe. Settle down. Be sanctified.
Let the world call!
Order guide you. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Kita keluar tantangan dulu bentaran.
We made it! Wow! The whole gang's here! Even Master D-Luke!
Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired. Late night yesterday?
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. My terrible memories of being Grandmaster came rushing back at once.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure, so he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many, am I right?
So you're just hungover! Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you. I see. Understood. I just received word from the Knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away. You mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you. And to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that. So they might get stuck at that point in the story. Don't worry, I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except— Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fungus jumped out at us! We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble. The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there should— Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our Speaking of Alice, where is she? Clee demanded some playtime with her mom. And, of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is— Yep, that checks out.
Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to witness our own.
Kue sini.
Whoa! Dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used to. What did that... looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday. We're at the Favonius Cathedral now. Wait, is this the bit where we borrow the Holy Lyre? Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Also, why is Tone Deaf Bard the only one here? Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it all planned out. See? Here comes D-Luke now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der Himmel. Unfortunately, that intel came... A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. Come on. Let's go help the Knights. What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part. It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good friend D-Luke.
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay?
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it come from?
Probably that small bubble.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic, and I'll provide a few hints.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing, we don't have to worry about borrowing the Holy...
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre. Tharka and Jean are already in the underground area.
This is like getting to read the script before watching the movie. I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief in the act.
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take.
Okay. Someone's got an axe to grind.
Dia Lumin ini siapa nih? Kemana aja kamu? Gimana sekolahnya? Aduh. Baik, tulis aja dia. Baik. Gimana kabarmu? Kita ke bawah tanah cuy, ke bawah.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment. The Fatui brought much more force than expected.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
Oh, ada Barbara cuy. Wih, perang cuy. Ada siapa ini? Wih,
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
You messing around, huh?
wih,
Take
kayak
this!
film anjir.
If this keeps up, the Holy Liar's gonna be... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole, shouldn't these people be wearing Fatui costumes at least?
Yeah, it's
Fatui.
kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average guild members.
Let me see. It looks like magical auto load has been disabled. Costumes didn't appear.
Kaya cuy, kaya.
I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene. Remember, this is a tense moment. Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
You all sure are getting into character. Okay then, let's go.
Dengan asuransi yang ini bukan nopal. Kita tolong Holy layarnya cuy. Ben yang ini cuy.
The Holy Lyre! There it is! Well, well, well. It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The Knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable electro-sisson mage in your unit.
Ada
You
Oz.
can read our enemy like a book.
Tidak. Visual jadi Fatui.
No! We're too late!
No, visual jadi
Put the lyre
Fatui
down.
cuy.
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an electro-sisson mage, am I not?
And I suppose I look enough like an electro-sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You
Bisa jadi
underestimate me.
Fatui.
To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these pests. The Holy Lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was
Tidak.
fast. Mage-powered flight is something else.
Fischl is... the Fatus is getting away! After her, quick!
Dikejar cuy. Gak nyangka gue jadi visual jadi Fatui. Visual jadi Fatui. Di anggota Fatui cuy.
anything champion of the Fatui can't handle.
Oh my god, dia kerjasama dengan Ember rupanya. Oh my god, dia bener. Ini Ember. Hup.
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations! Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Awas dia jangan sampai kena. Wih.
I'm on that the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Tidak jatuh kita. No.
Camel's over there! Let's get ready to land!
Wih, kejar Ember kita.
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
Oh my god, Ember rupanya pengkhianat cuy. Oh,
Udah. Nih, antar ke bapak.
ya,
This time,
Lanjut lagi.
Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least
Yes, I remember it being much more run down. This place has far more structural appeal.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know
must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages then. Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste. So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person. Yeah, this is go big, all right.
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here to get back the Holy Lyre.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not just D-Luke. Should be a total piece of cake.
Oke, kita lanjut lagi. Kita masuk ke tempat persembunyian cuy. Udah kemarin.
Ketemu Kak Janet.
Ketemu.
A human never doubts what their eyes see or rejects the ground beneath their feet. Both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
Mona,
That
waduh.
voice. Is it Mona?
Mona? Oh, you mean Barbarloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona came to Mondstadt after your expedition left.
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back? Yeah, I know that too.
What?
Beda
No!
Mona cuy.
No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that!
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure all the mages know.
Ah udahlah karakter
All of them?
5 sampah.
I'm afraid so.
Berkhianat lagi.
Oh, except Granddaughter, I suppose. Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score, right? Anyway, how do we cross? I'm not telling. Aw, come on. Don't take it out on us. I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a foetus whose job it is to issue riddles. You can't just ask me for the answer. Oh, right. Almost forgot about that. If you want the answer, think back to what I said at the beginning.
Teruslah kita melawan Mona teman-teman.
Let's play.
Ya jatuh, pulang dong. Ulang cuy, ulang.
Brace yourself. Nice! We made it!
Siapa ini? Mika, waduh.
Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No, wait, my line. How did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now. Tell us where to find the liar.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one is guarded by a Fatus.
Wait, but in real life, we only needed 1 key.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame.
A fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how I just give up the intel with that. But when I actually had to stand up against all of you, it made sense. I mean, Mr. D-Look practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really? I only had 1 line.
Really?
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent.
That's right. And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have 1 more line, Mika.
Do I have...
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
Mika sedih.
And off he goes.
Ayo cuy, yuk langsung aja deh. Bennett, waduh. The Bennett cuy.
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be underestimated, huh?
Stand aside. This one's personable. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded.
Let's play!
You can't run. Well, you try. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. I have run. Miscalculated. Okay. You win. Somehow this round wasn't quite as fun.
Probably because you had to act like a Fatus. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed.
True. Guess I didn't stand a chance, huh?
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatus costume. Does that mean the auto load bug is fixed now, Nicole?
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui and Sumeru and Atlan also wear this stuff? I can't even imagine.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all. Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
disuruh rencana tuh, nyari rencana.
On me.
Without the crests, I can't activate this device either. Man, I thought I lucked out with just... Anyway, if you want to get into that room, you'll...
Oh, kita belum ke sana. Tuh, ke sana dulu.
The Ventus up ahead values wealth above all else. No bargaining chip is off the table. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation multi-tool for this situation. The Ventus up ahead values wealth above all.
Oh, ini dia Mona.
Wait, Mona? Again? What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but it is what it is. The crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're willing to cough up to get it. Let's talk business, shall we? That's all. You have to at least make it worth my while.
Setengah-setengah.
No, we both know this crest is worth more than that.
Dah goceng.
Who would have thought there was this much more to be made in a dump like Mondstadt? Hey, did you just break character? What? Good lord. Alright, here's the crest. Oh, and with that, I'm off the clock. Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. You reeled in the true moon from beyond the false firmament. Well, I spend most of my time staring into a scry glass after all. If something changes in the hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of... No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts in this. Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, even though her daughter is in some part responsible for my predicament, that was a long time ago, and
I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know, just contacted Barbeloth directly.
Oh, come on, enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Oke, ke sini lagi. Jam 22 menit, cuy. Ini ada nih.
Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we just have to be careful. We need that crest.
Jangan, topi sama itu apa?
Lanjut lagi. Oke, ini ada Durin dan Venti.
What? They handed over their crests? Looks like the decision has been made for me then. Further resistance would be foolish.
Gotta say, Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role, Durin.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. That was the backup plan. Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could change me back into an evil dragon.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume instead.
Wow, that's a pretty huge change. Why B, though?
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
Alright, we got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
Kembali ke Mika namanya. Lalu lanjut. Oke, lanjut ya ini ya. Wih. Gelap sih soalnya ini.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
No.
Mika! We have the crests!
Alright. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help act.
Naik lift.
Thanks.
No problem. Best of luck up there.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice. Where's the fun in that?
Of course you want to make things difficult. Come on, let's get out of here.
Security's tight around here. I hope this is safe.
Perangkah di sini, waduh.
The Holy Liar! There it is! Wait, Paimon remembers something about a... Hot blood
cold-blooded, careless, and
Tidak.
reckless heroes. Despair, for you have stepped into my trap.
Waduh.
Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up. Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables. I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about this. Allow me to clarify before we proceed. How was it that the liar was retrieved back then?
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
Bisa-bisa lalu kuncinya
So then,
terbuka.
I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are not entirely outmatched.
'Tis true, though thine prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat. Courage has not yet failed her. Let this be our last stand.
Bang Oscar.
Come forth, my loyal servants. Smite all who stand against us.
Nyerang Os kita.
The Ravens get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's your chance. Group 2, reinforce.
Wih, gimana nih?
Group 3, Group 4. Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Time for takeoff. Brace yourselves. My most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Gitu rupanya. Oh, ini ajar ya burung.
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
How rude. Yeah. Brace yourself.
Dah.
All right. I give up. Just don't hit me. All right. I know when I'm beat.
recording was fantastic. I'm certain future participants will have a
Yeah! This role was perfect for you! Huh. Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense. Yet know that this is but the least of your princess's abundant talents.
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
True. This isn't what we were told would happen.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open. It's not their style.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Wait! Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your princessin in such a scene? 'Tisn't a—
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not to worry. It's all pretend, after all.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an end. Just be gentle. Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest one here.
Mukul Fisher.
It's open.
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre der Himmel. That's a wrap for now.
Pegang pesta pukul hantar untuk menyiapkan pesta yang mengedepankan perdamaian.
Wow! This is quite the gathering. And do you smell that? Is that the secret menu Barker was talking about? Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time, so she's gonna dig in. Silver?
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not keeping up the tradition.
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home. But in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is what happens when we're all together like this.
Oh, you're right. And you know what? The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together. I appreciate the kind words, you two. I will do just that. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey,
Yeah.
honorary knight,
Hey, honorary knight.
look up. Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too. Care to join?
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be there.
Waduh, patung Venti.
Well, to each their own, I
Patung
suppose.
gacha cuy.
Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
Farka duduk di sini. Parknya di mana? Ai di atas. Lah di atas dia. Kocak. Duduk di atas dia. Di patung gacha lagi.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. You're welcome. Well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease. Figure we both deserve that after all this time. You think so? Glad to hear it.
Wih, bagus nih.
There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system, it would all come back. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place. I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is too. All the carefree kids running around, livening up the place. Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, things could have been bad. I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect. Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety. Not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in Natlan also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt. If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point, making our situation even more dire. Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we? I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself, no matter what. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? But I think it's safe to say you already know the answer.
So this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
Asal kalian tahu, sepertinya tempat ini tidak dirancang untuk duduk.
When did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us. There's plenty.
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Dvalin.
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares? Haven't seen him in too long.
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center of attention. The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two.
Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast.
To our honorary knight.
Itu honorary knight. Wih. Tamat.
I often
Selesai.
think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Sriwijaya.
Wih, ngomongin Sriwijaya. Pembarah sekarang perhentian terakhir mengusung Sriwijaya sudah depan mata. Cepat amat sih.
The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyronosis remains free from her grasp.
Oh, Gnosis.
But if even the
Api.
captain couldn't take Malwika's gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news, at least.
Malwika.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their gnosis, now would you, Grandmaster?
Of course not. I'm not one to rub salt in old wounds.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Senora. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Senora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not have seemed like much of a threat. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
Nice.
True. I wouldn't put it past Senora to take civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then.
Tapi ketika Raiden Shogun dengan begitu kurang suka bernegosiasi.
Perhaps Senora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation. You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have
Keadaan
changed
Inazuma
since.
dulu
Of course,
sudah beda.
now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks, so I suspect that Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in other nations like she used to. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Notcry. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off
Saya
from Mondstadt.
bakalan dikit lagi cuy.
But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that. Alright, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this?
Kayaknya masih berlanjut ini.
Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun!
Wih, mulai ngebom cuy. Dadadeng.
Da da da!
Ngebom ikan, waduh.
This is so fun, Mom!
Ini senang banget, Ma.
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me.
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course! We'll have ourselves a splendid time.
Yes, selesai. Selesai cuy. Akhirnya selesai juga cuy, dapat Primo 20. Ujian, waduh. Ada ujian sih. Kok iso ada ujian kayak gitu?
Alright, we made it! Time for round 2. Huh? Was this bubble this color before? Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. It was like this when I came to check on things this morning.
What? That can't be! How would the...
You sure know your stuff, Traveler. That's where my head went too. But I don't know. Something is different about this power.
What does that mean?
It seems to be in an embryonic state. Like an egg that hasn't hatched, the dark clouds before a storm, or an omen before disaster strikes.
Of course, the world within the magic bubble is imaginary, so the same should be true of this abyssal.
You created this magic, right, Alice? Do you have any idea what's going on here?
Oh, new magic does often come with its issues, so I can't say I'm entirely... As for a solution, however, I'm afraid I need more information from...
One thing is for certain, at least. Given the current threat, we'll have to close off the bubble to event participants. My apologies, Miss Alice. I know you've made a promise to Clee, but I'm not sure you'll be able to keep it.
Have we ever seen Alice look this serious?
Unprecedented crisis notwithstanding, it's too soon to just throw in the towel. What we should be focusing on is how we're going to fix this.
Are we talking about the Clee situation or the Abyss situation?
Both. Now, I have my suspicions, but I'll need someone to head into the bubble and confirm a few things. It's not like we can avoid going in there, right? We have to nip this crisis in the bud, after all.
I agree. We have to take action.
All right. I'll go convince Clee to play somewhere else for now and then head right back. In the meantime, Nicole, be a dear and keep observing the bubble from out here. Oh, and
I don't know, Alice. There are quite a few unknowns here. It's not like I can force people to head in there and take that.
are you sure about that?
Fine. I'll do what I can. Just be quick, okay? This is your.
Well, guess this is our best option. We're definitely not gonna sit back and watch.
The part where Barbados uses the lyre to summon Abyss corrupted Dvalin. Then, everyone joins forces to fight him inside Storm Terror's lair, purges him of abyssal influence, and
Yep, that sounds like how it happened.
Well, we've got the gang from back then all here. Let's go in and
Count me in 2. Potential threat or not. If there's even the slightest chance Mondstadt is in danger.
Jean? It's nothing. I was just feeling a bit, nostalgic, getting to work together like this again.
Yeah. Yesterday felt like that too.
Yes, but that was for fun. That which confronts us now is a real crisis. So I suppose the memories just
Waduh.
came back to me all at once.
Ooh, look at you getting all sentimental. That's a...
Well, I suppose I am a bit too high.
Hey, don't be embarrassed to say what you feel. I think that's how things should be. It's how we all grow closer. Besides, the more you open up, the less people will be surprised like Paimon here when you choose to share something.
Just look at Paimon. No filter whatsoever, word vomits whatever comes to mind. And that's what makes her so endearing and approachable. Ha! It's about time you gave Paimon a compliment, tone-deaf bard.
Before we set off, I just want to stress that whatever is happening in the bubble, I was able to maintain contact before. It might be difficult for us.
Don't worry. This isn't our...
There's also a last resort I can fall back on if worst comes to worst.
You mean destroying the bubble?
Yes, if it comes...
All right. I'll monitor the situation.
Understood. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. So, all right, let's go.
Perang lagi kita. Bakal perang lagi cuy.
Didn't we all come in at the same time? Where are the others?
Oh tidak.
Look! There's Venti! Surrounded by a whole bunch of monsters! Yeah!
Perfect timing. Come on, let's show these unwelcome guests the door.
Think you can get away? Here we go!
I fixed together some of the communication control functions. We managed to smash together some items that should give us an advantage. These are little devices.
Banget di sini.
Time for takeoff.
much so, thanks to your timely arrival. But Mondstadt looks like it's in bad shape.
Yeah! The city's crawling with abyssal monsters. It's almost like we've already...
I'm not sure what happened, but the rest of our group might need backup. Let's find them first.
Good point. Let's go!
Di valley.
Look! It's the Volin! Is it just Paimon, or does he look way worse than back then?
You're right. The corruption has spread throughout his entire
Korupsi
body.
abis.
If we had failed to purify him in real life, I imagine this is what would have become of him.
Wait! It looks like something's falling!
It's his tears.
Like the ones we purified in the past?
Yes, but at this point, these tears are continuously summon abyssal monsters, and this disaster will never end. We also need to get our hands on one of them. No, this degree of corruption cannot be cleansed. Besides, we need them in their corrupted state if we want to summon Dvalin. I doubt the pure sound of the lyre can reach him in his...
Sounds like this whole thing is still gonna end in a
Yes. I wasn't certain before Dvalin showed up. It seems more like an alternate version of events. Well, monsters abound no matter where we look.
Air matanya.
Brace yourself!
Think you can get away? Let's play!
Oh no, mati cuy.
Yahoo!
Mungkin apa nggak pakai DPS aja. Jamal mati. Aduh. Jadi Venti solo teman-teman. Waduh.
Hey! Diluc is over there!
Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
Time for retribution!
Here we go.
Made it. Thanks for the assist. It looks like Mondstadt is in dire straits. Did you see any knights or civilians on the way here? Then my initial suspicion could be right. The knights have abandoned the city, and
Abandoned the city?
in the face of unrelenting abyssal attacks, it's possible they had no other... An empty city has its advantages. We won't need to divert our attention to protecting civilians. Oh, and this thing. It looks like one of...
That happens to be just what we...
Wait, what about Varka? Have you seen him?
No, I'm not sure where he is. Oh, I think I saw Jean on the other side of the city. was going to head over after clearing out these monsters. We should go help her.
Good idea.
Itu musuh teman-teman.
Think you can get away?
Where did I go wrong?
Waduh.
Time for takeoff. Let's play.
Ya.
Kita nyanyi dulu, banyak.
Dengan Venti deh. Solo aku dengan bisa aja.
Brace yourself. Let's play. Think you can get away? I'm not in the mood for this. Here we go. Let's play. Time for takeoff. Yahoo!
Dia mati.
Look, it's Jean. Let's play.
retribution!
Thanks for the help. I know everything we encounter in this bubble is imaginary, but these monsters...
Don't worry. As long as we collect Dvalin's tears, we...
I see. In that case, let's get moving.
Have you seen Barca, by the way? We haven't...
No, he might be at the upper levels. Let's search...
Better to find him soon than later. The Grandmaster is an exceptional warrior, but this is the abyss we're dealing with. You can never be too careful.
Healing dulu.
Huh? What happened? The statue's broken!
Patungnya buntung.
The Grandmaster should be over there. Come on, let's hurry.
Tidak, patung gajah. Ini kepalanya cuy, ini sayapnya. Monster diserang.
We're here to help.
Perfect timing. Let's do this.
Let's play! Time for takeoff. Wait. I swear by my sword. Go and flat.
Time for retribution! Warrior sweep!
Looks like we're all back together. Everyone in one piece?
Yes. The honorary knight arrived just in time.
Now that we've collected Dvalin's tears, the monster attacks appear to be easing up too. I'm sure you've noticed, Varka, but the city is pretty much a ghost town at this point.
Yeah, we should get out of here. No sense wasting our strength.
This place should be safe from monster attacks for now, at least.
Anyone there? The communication function bugged out again. Do you copy? It's me, Nicole. Alice just got back too.
Yeah, we can hear you now! What's going on?
When designing this experience, we cut out the part where the Traveler cleanses the abyssal power, and we didn't think to replace it with a different sequence of events. I think what we're witnessing is a direct result of that. Alice and I thought the events in the bubble would be independent from each other. But since the magic is contained in one place, it appears a casual link has formed between all the events with it. And so, because Dvalin was never purified, we've encountered—
I knew it. So, what we're witnessing now is like an alternate version of events where the—
Wait, but even if the Traveler never showed up, you could have done something!
The Abyss is a far greater enemy than one person can face. I could have handled that specific situation. If I'm not mistaken, you've seen how that version of the story goes yourself, right?
Yeah, it was a kind of prophecy. It felt so real, I doubt I could ever forget. In the end, you were able to seal Dvalin away, but you were wounded in the process. But if Dvalin was sealed, how did things get to this point?
Because a seal doesn't solve the root problem. Over time, the Abyss would just grow stronger and stronger, deteriorating Dvalin's consciousness and—
Wait! Does that mean what we saw earlier?
the aftermath of Dvalin breaking free from the seal, the power of the Abyss has fused with—
So, if we want to resolve this crisis,
We have to kill Dvalin. I know that sounds intense, but remember, this is a fictional world. We have our solution, so let's hop to it. No time to lose, right? We've got Klee waiting.
She's playing somewhere else right now, so we do have some time.
You're right. This is the only way.
I know Dvalin means a lot to you. If this is too hard, you can...
I'll be fine. Let's go. Storm Terror's lair awaits. This is it. Ready, everyone?
More than.
of course. I just hope I learned
Guess I'm the newbie, huh? Good thing I'm a quick learner then.
What about you, Traveler? This was your first big fight in Tibet. Were you nervous back then? How about—
I'm not nervous. We've all grown a lot since then. We overcame this challenge once, and we—
Paimon believes in you!
Then let the mournful cries of this lyre, tainted and defiled, summon a familiar now utterly warped.
You alright, Barbados?
Turning the surging abyss into musical notes is no simple task. But how could I claim to be the finest bard in Tibet if I didn't rise to the occasion?
Cukup.
Well, this hulking dragon is as intimidating as ever!
Remember, we need to wear him down first before we can attack his weak spot.
Kalau dia main di Venti ya bisa lah, tenang.
Think you can get away? Let's play!
Waduh.
our chance. Climb up and attack the abyssal core.
Let's play!
Nice job! One more to go.
Terbang men, terbang.
Time to switch positions.
Yahoo!
position for takeoff. Let's play. Swell up my story.
Thanks, Gene.
Kurang gitu. Gini, Venti. Berdua.
I follow the liar's song, wherever it leads.
Thank you. Looks like the mage's tail isn't over yet.
Tembak.
Might not be a happy ending, but someone's got to strike the final blow.
It's your turn to be the hero.
I'll take knight over hero any day.
Tahu itu naganya. Ini naga jahat itu. Belok. Mama. Ini partai masih
La la la. I'm here to play! Huh?
Oh my god, habis perang tadi. Dia nggak sadar.
Looks like it was a happy ending after all. It was kind of like a choo-choo car ride. It had its fun moments and its thrills.
Guess it wasn't without some collateral damage, though. Sorry about the window, Jean. It's fine. As long as the building itself is intact, I consider that a win. I'll arrange for the window to be replaced at a later date. In any case, we were lucky Dvalin arrived when he did. It would have been tricky to deal with a flying opponent otherwise.
Sungai tadi.
I suppose I could have created a gust of wind to whisk us up, but I'm not sure our gliders would have survived the process.
Honestly, after everything we faced, I can't believe Alice still decided to bring Klee in there to play. I mean, can we be certain there aren't other bugs that just haven't cropped up yet?
I suppose that speaks to the confidence the mages have in their magical mastery.
If I know Alice, the whole bubble could have been blown to bits, and Klee still wouldn't have had a single scratch.
Her abilities do speak for themselves.
So, what now? Anyone down for a drink?
Sounds like a great idea. But tonight, it's on me.
Haha, even better. Count me in.
Say no more! You had me at fun.
All right, let's head over to my place then. You're coming too, right, Jean?
I'm afraid not. There's still a lot of work to do.
So what? The world's not gonna end if you push it off? Come on! We never get a chance like this.
I suppose that wouldn't be a problem if you head back to headquarters with me after we're done and help make up the work.
On second thought, how about you just join us when you're done with that? What about you, Honorary Knight? Gonna tag along? Okay, all's well that...
Alice loves going to the library. Let's wait for her there.
Akhirnya, Cok.
Looking for me? I'm glad. I wanted to thank you for helping me keep my promise to Klee. She had a splendid time in the bubble. Nicole came with us to make sure all was in order and prevent any similar incidents from happening in the future. You live and you learn. It's rare, but even the Dodo King isn't immune to a small slip-up.
So, it's all fixed?
Yes, quite. The recording work is done as well, so now all we have to do is play it on loop. It should be smooth sailing from here on out. Anyone and everyone can now enjoy the bubble at their leisure. Nicole will keep an eye on them, of course. I wouldn't put it quite like that. It was more like a fate that will not come.
Huh?
Let us not forget the courageous dragon slayer in the story. Of course, that doesn't mean Dvalin would have escaped his destiny.
But what we saw in the bubble was what happened after Dvalin broke free from the seal.
Dear Paimon, word to the wise. Do not lose those who can observe fate, see both the good and the bad. But all that matters is what did happen.
Alright.
Ah, you're saying it was as if the bubble itself had become... I suppose some gunk could have stuck to my luggage while I was wandering the border and got mixed into my magic without me noticing. Just kidding. I would never be so careless. Your intuition is spot on, Traveler. What developed in the bubble?
What? So it didn't come from outside? It just appeared.
The abyss is perilous. The Hexen Circle has been observing its energies for a long time, and I think Barbalot's interpretation is the most accurate. The essence of the abyss lies in the hatred carried by all the This world is filled with conflicting elements. That one thing should happen signifies that a different possibility has been eliminated. These events can be small, almost trivial. I had Sweet Madame for lunch today, for instance. That means the Alice who chose tea break pancakes instead. Of course, they can also be events that threaten the... So then, the question... Precisely. The magic... And thus, the abyss showed its teeth. In the end, though, it wasn't a huge issue. It has quite the victim complex, that's for sure. It's obsessed with entering this world at all costs. And that is precisely why we must protect our lives and those of our loved ones. Because when you think about it, to exist in this world is to be a spark of luck amidst countless possibilities. How precious is that?
Ah, Alice, you're here. I'm truly sorry about this, but per the regulations of the Knights of Favonius, I'm afraid I must send you to confinement.
Whatever for? Things turned out just fine with the magic bubble. Besides, if that's what this is about, shouldn't Nicole come along too?
It's not about the bubble. We received word that a number of fish have been injured as a result of explosions near Starfell Lake. As I'm sure you're well aware, fish blasting is strictly prohibited.
Oh dear. Run, Clee! Save yourself!
She's already inside.
Oh.
Guess it's a day of first for the Dodo King, huh?
Farewell, forever traveler. You shall never see me again.
Tidak, kita dapat primo. Oke, 20. Oke, jadi kayak gitu ya questnya. Primo gue ada banyak, ada 15-29, main lah buat es kopi nanti. Oke, kita di sini dulu streamnya berakhir. Terima kasih yang sudah nonton ya teman-teman ya. Besok kita lanjut lagi teman-teman. Oke guys, goodbye.
Silence!